Today, we have an intriguing story about one of the biggest comebacks in the smartphone industry. Yes, we're talking about Huawei, a name that was almost written off from the global smartphone market, but has now made an impressive return to dominance, at least in its home country, China. How did they do it? Let's dive in. First, let's rewind a bit. Back in 2019, Huawei's journey took a dramatic turn. The US government placed Huawei on the entity list, effectively banning American companies from doing business with them. This meant Huawei couldn't use Google's Android operating system or access crucial US technologies, including semiconductors. This move was part of a broader push by the US urging its allies to exclude Huawei from their 5G networks over national security concerns. Countries like the UK, Australia, and Japan complied, banning or restricting Huawei's equipment in their 5G infrastructure. As a direct result of these sanctions, Huawei's global smartphone sales took a nosedive. The company even had to sell its Honor smartphone brand in 2020 for a hefty 11 billion yuan, which is about $5.2 billion. By 2021, Huawei reported its biggest ever decline in revenue, the staggering 47% drop in its consumer electronics division, which includes smartphones. It was a tough time for the company, but here's where things get interesting. Despite these massive challenges, Huawei's resilience and hard work never wavered. And guess what? Their efforts have finally paid off. In a remarkable turn of events, Huawei has regained the top position in the Chinese smartphone market after more than 3 years. According to the latest data from Canalys, in the first quarter of 2024, Huawei's smartphone shipments hit 11.7 million units, capturing a 17.7% market share. That's an astonishing 70% year-over-year growth. Canalys attributes this success to several factors. One major factor is the positive response to Huawei's Mate and Nova series smartphones. These models have resonated well with consumers, combining sleek design, powerful performance, and innovative features. Additionally, the gradual improvement in the production and supply of the Mate 60 series played a crucial role in driving Huawei's overall growth. And let's not forget about Huawei's technological prowess. The company achieved a significant milestone by developing its own 5G-enabled Kirin chipset. This move not only showcased Huawei's innovation, but also attracted a new wave of customers eager to experience cutting-edge technology. While Huawei's journey from a beleaguered tech giant to the top of the Chinese smartphone market is a testament to the power of resilience and innovation. And there you have it, folks. Huawei's incredible comeback story is a reminder that no matter how tough the journey gets, persistence and innovation can lead to success. What do you think about Huawei's rise back to the top? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tech stories and updates. Until next time. In just a few months' time, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will succeed the iPhone 15 Pro Max and take on the mantle as the best and most advanced iPhone out there. Although there's plenty of time until September and a lot can change, we seem to know a lot about the upcoming top iPhone model based on rumors and leaks. How is the iPhone 16 Pro Max shaping up against its predecessor? What's changing and what's staying the same? Let's see how the iPhone 16 Pro Max shapes up against the current best iPhone Apple has in its roster. First up, let's talk about design and size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, employing the same titanium frame with a completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be size. The upcoming iPhone screen will grow to 6.9 inches across, a significant bump over the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 6.7-inch display. To achieve this, they're likely shrinking the bezels down even further and making the phone itself slightly larger overall. As per the rumors, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will measure 163mm in height and 77.58mm in width versus 159.9mm and 76.7mm for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, respectively. A small but notable change, all things considered. The iPhone 15 Pro Max debuted with an action button instead of a mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom, so those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well. However, the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, dubbed the Capture button. Colors-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max was available in 4 understated and titanium-inspired colors. We've heard that Apple might use another titanium processing technique that will make the iPhone 16 Pro Max glossier and also more capable of retaining colors. Moving on to display differences. As mentioned, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come along with a significantly larger display, measuring at 6.9 inches across. Aside from the size, we don't clearly expect any other major changes. We're certainly getting a liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering superb colors, contrast, and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, making scrolling through the interface and on-screen content way smoother. Now let's delve into performance and software. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a second-generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed Apple A18 Pro. As one can imagine, we expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have better performance than the Apple A17 Pro. Due to the heavily rumored focus on AI for both iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with a much improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also be a first to debut iOS 18 with a focus on artificial intelligence features. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support faster Wi-Fi 7 and a more power-efficient 5G modem, keeping you future-proofed on the connectivity front. Let's talk about the camera. As the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivers a host of important camera features, chief among which is the new 120mm telephoto lens, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhauls, the ultra-wide. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will be introducing a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. When it comes to audio quality, iPhone Pro Max devices are always up there with the best, setting the benchmarks for all other manufacturers to measure up against. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be no exception. The same generally applies to haptics too. iPhones are arguably the best devices when it comes to haptic feedback, giving us precise and accurate vibrations that are sufficiently strong yet not overpowering. Lastly, battery life and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature a much larger 4,676 mAh battery compared to the 4,422 mAh battery in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Charging-wise, we haven't heard anything about a potential charging speed increase, but we hope to see one on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering key upgrades in important areas like screen size, performance, AI, and battery life. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particular about a potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1,199 for the 256GB version. Of course, if there's an iPhone 15 Pro Max in your pocket, then you'll probably have few reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned for more updates on the iPhone 16 Pro Max as we get closer to its release date. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching. Until next time.